Yes? Okay, you filming? Yeah. Right, so we're going to use normal cotton, as in not darning thread, just normal cotton line. Like this, all right? You're going to use pink, or you're going to use, you could use pink, it's a little bit bright. You could use cream, I think I've got cream here. Do not use purple or red or blue, okay? So I've threaded my needle. Now I'm going to double it up this time. So I'm going to make sure that my thread is equal. Yes, can you see that? I've got two bits exactly the same length.
Yep.
All right, so we've got double thread. Now this time you do need to make a knot because otherwise it's going to unthread. So lick your finger, it makes it more sticky. You're going to go to the end. You're going to wrap it around your finger twice. You then kind of, I don't know, roll it together, pull it down, and it will make a knot. All right? Yes? So you wrap it around your finger, you wriggle it off, you then pull it down, and it makes a knot. Okay? Magic, I know. Right, now, I will have pinned your ribbons, all right? So we're going to start here next to the sole. Now, in your ballet shoe, the inside bit here, this white bit, is called calico. That's the type of material it is. The outside is the satin. We're not wanting to go through the satin for this, because otherwise, when you turn them the right way around, you're going to see loads of stitching on the outside, but it looks rubbish. So we're literally just going through the white bit, the calico, all right? You go through the calico, you go through your ribbon. The knot is going to hold it there, can you see? And all you do is you go all the way up. So we go calico ribbon, pull it through, calico ribbon, pull it through. And it will just make you a whole load of diagonal stitches. It's going to go all the way up here to the top of the ribbon, all right? You don't want them tiny, tiny, but at the same time you don't want them massive, so like about, I don't know, ½ centimetre each time. Just watch the pin. When you get onto this peachy bit at the top, this is where your drawstring is, all right? So the elastic is going to go through here. Yeah, if you go through this elastic bit that's going through the drawstring, you'll end up, because you have to tighten these every time to keep on your heel, you'll end up not being able to tighten them. If you pull out this drawstring, which is what my daughter did one time, it's an absolute nightmare to re-thread. I think it took me about 6 hours to re-thread Kira's. So don't do that, all right? Whenever you're pulling up your drawstrings, make sure you hold both ends of the drawstring. Don't let one of them disappear through the thing. Right, now we got all the way to the top, okay? So we're now going to turn it back the right way, because now we need to make sure we attach the ribbon to the top of your drawstring here, okay? So this is how I do it. I mean, different people do it different ways, but personally, I go through the ribbon and through the top of the drawstring, and then I go back the opposite way. So I've made one stitch right on the top. Then I go a little bit further down, just through the top, and I go back where my first stitch was. So I'm kind of making sure I double it so that all of the ribbon is really securely attached. Now, if you do this and you suddenly find that it's wrong, it's not the end of the world. You just bring it into me and then I will sort it out for you. So don't not sew your ribbons because you're not sure. So if you look now, look, it's really tight. The ribbon is absolutely attached to the drawstring, yeah? Because when we pull our pointes on, you really need to pull your ribbons tight. So that's why it needs to be really well attached. Then we're going to draw it back again. All right, that's my ribbons there. And I'm going to go all the way along this edge. And I'm going through the drawstring and through the ribbon. Oh, and I think this bit of thread I've got is probably not quite long enough to go away, so we might have to finish off and restart in a second. Did you all seal your ribbons okay?
Yep. Yes.
Right, so because this thread isn't quite long enough, I might just seal it off in a second. So in order to seal it off, if I don't knot it, if I just cut it there, all that's going to happen is the thread's just going to come unsewn the whole way through and you'll end up having to resew your ribbons. So to finish it off, you do a normal stitch, okay, and as you pull it out, you end up with a loop, don't you, which you normally just pull through. You're going to thread the needle through that loop and that makes a knot. Now I always go over a knot a couple of times just to make sure it's really, really secure. All right, who's got some scissors? Marvellous. So we're going to cut that off. Bosh, there's not enough thread left. Do the next bit. Whose are these point shoes?
Mine.
Nice. Okay.
Yeva's.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Eva.
It happens all the time. Because you two look similar.
Right, so look, I'm going halfway. I'm going to the ends. Wrap it round your fingers, roll it off, there's my knot. Right, so then I'm going in where I left off the last one. And I'm just doing these same diagonal lines. Emmy, your whispering is going to be on the video, you know that, don't you? So whatever lovely secrets you're busy back there saying, I'll all be able to hear. Right, so I'm going all the way up. Do the top. Right, I don't need that pin in there anymore because I finished with that. I don't need that pin in there anymore. I'll finish that. Right, I'm going to turn it back the right way so we can do this little bit across the top. So go along a little bit. Go back to the beginning. Then we're going along a bit more. You know I'm sending this video to your parents, don't you?
Oh, no, I was touching my toes.
So that if you get stuck, you can then look at your video.
Do you tie them up the same as your other?
Huh?
Do you tie them up the same as your other ballet shoes?
Tie them up, yes. Yeah, same as a satin pair of bunnies. Right, so we're nearly there. So, last little bit. Just doing the diagonals.
Yeah, you're so lucky. Are you going to do it for us as you ever do? No.
Yeva's doing it for all of you, yeah. I will pin your ribbons on, but you are sewing them.
At home.
At home, yeah. All right. Right, so I go all the way down. I'm not going to sew the bit behind the sole. So I'm just going to go to the end and then I'm going to finish it off. So I do a stitch, I find my little loopy bit and go through and underneath. Do it 3 times and then we're done. All right? That is how we do our ribbons.
What is?
Easy peasy.
That was 9 minutes long.